Hey guys, Clint here with Modest Miners. This is our first channel. It's an idea me and a couple close friends came up with over the last few days. Just as a way to dip your toe in the mining waters, if you will, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, so on and so forth. I, like it, many are a crypto enthusiast. Wrapped up a significant portion of both time and money in investing, trading, lending, so on and so forth. But one thing I'd never done was mining. It's a lot of confusing information out there. Is it profitable? Is it not profitable? Is it difficult? Is it not difficult? So it came to the conclusion about 3 months ago that we were in need of a new computer. The computer we had was probably 8 years old. Just wasn't keeping up any longer. Time for something new. I didn't want to do a dedicated mining rig. That wasn't really the theme that I was going with at that point. And conveniently, that wouldn't really apply to this channel. But as I set out to buy a new computer, I did so with the idea of dual purposing, kind of hybriding the hardware for mining. Consequently, also that same equipment is usually good for gaming, so that's a benefactor, as well as just being a current modern computer, ready and willing to keep up with today's demands. So what I ended up with, I set out to do this as low budget as possible. I want to get to ROI ASAP. All right, I want my money back out of this thing as soon as possible, so I can continue investing and trading and lending, so on and so forth. So I bought everything used. Everything was shopped to eBay. I think at the end of the day, I'm somewhere around $1,500 for my rig. I'll put that to a hard number and post it in the description below. But somewhere around $1,500, and with that I got an X99 chipset motherboard, right, from MSI. Nice current not current. I mean, it's probably 2 years old at this point, but much more current than I have. I have, as you can see here, well, I'll get to that in a moment. So the X99 chipset motherboard from MSI, i7X series 5820 Intel processor. That is a 6-core, 12-thread i7 processor. I think I can't remember the chip, the socket offhand, but I'll figure it out. I've got 3 video cards. Let's go back to the CPU for the moment. The CPU is capable through NiceHash of mining Kryptonite. It's not a huge return, as you can see here. I'll move this up out of the way. Here's my CPU generating about 63 cents a day. You got to figure 15 to 20 cents of that is electricity. So profit in the 40 to 50 cent range, depending on the day. That's for the CPU. I have three video cards, 2 Radeon RX480s. These are reference series cards, as well as this RX570 right here. That's an ASUS Strix 570, 4 gigabyte. And I use NiceHash for my mining. Again, very simple. I don't need to pay attention daily to what is more profitable. NiceHash goes ahead and does that for me. They probably take an extra % of my profits, but again, this is about modest mining. I'm just an everyday schmuck, 30-something, 2 kids, wife, mortgage, just like so many of you, right? So I only have so much time to devote to things throughout the day, and hunting down the most profitable cryptocurrency to mine on a daily basis is not one of them. So I'm happy to pay NiceHash a slightly accelerated fee to manage that for me. Again, so we've covered the CPU. I have ASUS Strix 570 and 2 RX480 reference series. You can see right now we're generating. I'm sorry, I keep moving this into the camera screen or the camera display. We're generating about $5 a day. Again, figure 20% electricity cost. My cost is 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So really about $4 of that is profit. So $1,500 at $4 a day. We're talking almost a year to pay that off. That's not real. I mean, it's decent. My computer will still be worthy hardware afterwards, and I'll be able to continue to mine. But it is a long time for ROI, particularly considering I bought everything used. But I think if we dig in a little deeper, you can find you get to that payoff point a lot quicker, because this $5 here, but after electricity costs, this $4 a day that we're mining, in 6 months, I mean, if we look at Bitcoin's past history, in 6 months that's going to be worth easily $8 to $10, and in another 6 months, $16 to $20, so on and so forth. So there's a compounding interest factor that goes into mining as well. I'm not doing this to take out $4 a day so I can go get a coffee to bagel. I'm looking down the road. I want to accumulate Bitcoin now and then cash it out in 5-10 years when it has real significant value then. But when that mushroom effect takes hold, and I can really show some gains at that point. So that's what we're doing here. Let me show you some temps real quick. I know there's a lot of arguments about is mining hard on your hardware, does it wear it out faster, so on and so forth. I'll get into that in another video. The reference series cards, you can see the first one sitting here at 68 degrees Celsius, the second at 62. Those are both very comfortable numbers. I don't mind that at all. I think that's average use. Nothing special about that at all. So if I can run this hardware 24/7 at those temps, I have no problems whatsoever. The RX570, as you can see here, we're on 89 degrees Celsius. What are we mining with this right now? GPU 1. So I'm mining library coin right now, which does seem to heat it up a little more. When I'm mining Equihash, it'll get down around like 82, 84, somewhere around there, but still really hot. I mean, it's within the general acceptance, but it's a hot card. Meaning it runs hot. The card runs hot. If I were to do this over again, I would not purchase this card. I would look for something different. I'm really happy with the reference series cards. They're quieter. They seem to keep temp better. I'm happy with those cards. But at any rate, it is still producing profit. The card has not shown any signs of struggle at this point. It runs a little hotter than I'm comfortable for. So that's how we're GPU mining and CPU mining through NiceHash. So let's bring up a browser here. I use Brave browser as well as DuckDuckGo for a search engine. Stop supporting Google and Google in general. I'm gonna put my I'm not going to BitConnect yet. We'll do another video on that at another time. Here we go. So in the last week or so, it's been about 2 weeks. But my current wallet value is $48.70, as you can see here. Let's look at my most recent transactions, statistics perhaps. Yeah, so you can see what where is my payouts? Payouts. Payment history. Here we go. It's not a ton. It's not a ton that we're receiving, but it's enough to make it worth it. It's certainly profit. There's no question that it is profit. This is an easy way for me to use existing hardware in my home to put Bitcoin in my wallet. And, we'll worry about how much or how little that is down the road, but right now this is pure profit. No reason not to do it, and kind of the whole theme behind this channel that we're launching. And my goal is to, on a regular basis, compare hardware values, second generation stuff versus first generation. How I can get the most Bitcoin per dollar spent, Bitcoin out per dollar put in. Not necessarily what's going to be the biggest, baddest rig, but how to do it most efficiently. That's going to be the goal here. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping around. First video, guys. Bear with me. So that is GPU and CPU mining we've covered out of this mining rig that we built. I also purchased two used as well. I purchased two 8 terabyte hard drives. I'm mining. I've actually got them both set up on storage right now, which is a great service. I really like it. The concept is fantastic. One thing that I overestimated was demand. I bought 8 terabytes, and about 16 terabytes, two 8 terabyte drives total. After 6 days, I've rented out 70 gig. 70 gig out of 16,000. So the concept is great. Actually, it pays fairly well too. It pays roughly $3 a terabyte, uses no more additional electricity. So again, this is just pure profit off of what you're already running your machine at. The downside is demand. Right now, I seem to have well outpaced demand with the amount of storage I bought, but I'm sure we'll grow into it. Chia is another hard drive storage mining that probably showed up in the last week or so. I haven't set that up yet. Something I'll play around with. I also considered Cyatech as well as Burstcoin for two other cryptos that you can mine using free hard drive space. Unfortunately, both of those, the volume is just nothing. They really seem to be it seems that storage, from the three of them, it seems that storage has turned up to be the winner so far. So that's where I'm going to put the basket I'm going to put my eggs in at this point. So again, just a very brief overview. This is just the basics. I did really nothing special other than assemble a computer. Something I know that a lot of people know how to do now, and if you don't, I'm sure you know somebody who knows how to do it. So just assembled the product, and I just let it run. I just let it run in my home office. I work out of my home, so it's convenient for me to be able to monitor it on a regular basis. But just let it run in the background and accumulate assets. Again, the process, this is not about passive income at this point. This is not about making daily withdrawals. There are other ways to go about doing that. Other investing or trading or lending platforms that are better suited for that than what we're trying to do here. This is not what we're after. This channel is going to be about using everyday equipment, reasonably priced equipment, stuff that most of us already have in our possession as a way to accumulate Bitcoin. I will say, above all of that, though, this is assuming that you're already holding Bitcoin. I really do believe that the best way, the simplest way, if you want to get in the Bitcoin game, you just want to be in. The easiest thing to do is just buy and hold. Just buy and hold. This is more for the person who is familiar with it and wants to take it a step further, but at the same time, not go all in. So that's that. There is I'm trying to think. Let me see here. One more thing I wanted to show you guys. I get a lot of questions about how much is the CPU actually profitable. Just to do a quick comparison here, I'm mining Kryptonite right now with the CPU, getting about, you can see, let's say 240, 240. And right now we're at 235 currently. Just to give you a comparison, my CPU chews up about twice the energy that my GPU does, my video card. Both mining Kryptonite, and the video cards will do 2 to 3 times what the CPU will. Generate 2 to 3 times the hash rate that the CPUs will. So again, I wouldn't break the bank trying to get a CPU that's capable of mining. If you have one, that's great. That's bonus. It's extra on top. But you're right on the cusp there for what its value represents. You're right on the cusp of if you can save $100 or $150 off building your rig. Might not be. I wouldn't. There's a couple different ways to look at the CPU part of it. I mine mine because I have it. It's already sitting here, so why not? But definitely GPUs are a better use of watts. So yeah, that's that. Couple referral links in the description. If you want to get into the game, just hold some Bitcoin. Please use my Coinbase link below. If you're interested in lending through BitConnect, please use my BitConnect link below. We have a Facebook, a Twitter. Again, this is days old, so there's not a lot of content there to be had right now. But I'm looking forward to doing this with you guys, growing this with you. Please, if you have any questions, any comments, suggestions, I'm happy to engage. Again, I work out of my home. My schedule is somewhat flexible, so I can be pretty responsive if there is a question or concern or just comment in general. So again, please like, subscribe, use my referral links. If there's anything I can do, anything I can answer in the meantime, please let me know. Look for follow-up videos to come. A little more. This is just a general overview and introduction. Get a little more specific as time goes on. But yeah, that's it for now. This is our first video. Thank you much.